So I just tried to film this video, and not only was I rambling on like crazy, but then my battery died halfway through. So I'm starting over. Today, I am bringing you a story time about my trip to Las Vegas. If you don't know, then a couple weeks ago, I went to Las Vegas. I had mentioned it in my 100 Layers video, I think, and a couple of you did follow me over on Snapchat, so you guys have seen kind of what I was up to when I was there. But for those of you who haven't, which is most of you, then I will tell you how the trip was, which was interesting. Okay, well, that kind of made it seem like it was bad. It was a really fun trip. There were just some parts about it that were like a little hectic, and I will explain. So first things first, I'm gonna try to make this quick because like I said, I filmed it before and I rambled on. So I'm not making any promises, but I'm gonna do my best. First things first, we almost missed our flight. That was literally so stressful. I knew that I would hate airports, and I wasn't even surprised that we almost missed our flight. Honestly, I don't know why, I'm late everywhere I go, so like it wasn't a big shocker. But we literally made it onto our plane 2 minutes before they would close the plane doors and not let us on. So basically, long story short, what happened was we were running kind of late. We were going through the Chicago airport, which is about 2 hours away from where I live. So we had to drive all the way over there, and then by the time that we were standing in line to check our bags, we had around 40 minutes left before our flight started boarding, or left, and basically we saw a sign as we were standing in line to check our bags that said, if your bags aren't checked 45 minutes before your flight leaves, you can't check them. Now, we saw that sign and we were like, we're screwed. Like, we don't have 45 minutes left, like, we're doomed. Like, that was a thought in my mind, was like, we've got no chance anymore, like, we're just screwed. So, it ended up working out. I can't believe it did. We just waited in line because we were like, well, there's nothing else we can do by this point, so we were just hoping maybe they wouldn't notice, or, you know, just hoping we'd get lucky. And basically we did, because there was a whole giant group of other people trying to go to Vegas that were also late. And thank God for them, because I don't think we would have made it without them. But basically they were the kind of people that were really loud and in your face. So they definitely yelled at the people until they let us on. It was literally like a scene from a movie. Finally, after the entire chaos of them telling us that we wouldn't make our flight, they told us that so many times, like, you're gonna have to take the next flight, which didn't leave until the next day at the same time. So that's a full 24 hours that we would have missed, and that would have sucked. So eventually, after all the arguing between the other group of people and the people in charge, they finally were like, we're gonna push it through. Like, we called our boss. They went literally through this whole process. They were like, okay, since there's so many of you that are like gonna miss your flight, like, we'll let it slide. So we got our bags checked and we ran. We sprinted. We ran to security. That's when you have to take your shoes off, your jacket, like anything that you were taking onto the plane, you had to put it in the bin, have it go through the x-ray, all that stuff. We did that. Literally like a scene from a movie, I kid you not. Like, my friend didn't even have time to put her shoes back on. She was sprinting in bare feet. We were all just like booking it to our plane. We were like, we have to make this flight. But like I said before, we made it. Thank God. Like, seriously, so stressful. So that was how we started our trip out to Vegas. Now for the good part. When we got there, well, the first night we got there, we just slept because we were exhausted from the experience of the plane. But after we got there, had a nice night's sleep. The next day was a Saturday, and that was kind of when we did the majority of our stuff in Vegas. So the main thing that I loved about Saturday was we went to a show, and the show we saw was Cirque du Soleil. Now, if you guys don't know what that is, they're kind of like an acrobatic, like, show. I'm terrible at explaining things. That's literally the best I can do. You should look them up if you don't know who they are, because they actually are super cool. But we were seated in row 3, so we were like right up in there, and it was just really awesome. We saw Cirque du Soleil Zumanity was what it was called. Now that was a bit more of an adult show, which I wasn't even, like, nobody was aware because, okay, we went to Vegas. I went to Vegas with my boyfriend, my best friend, my boyfriend's best friend, and my boyfriend's best friend's dad, because it was my boyfriend's best friend's birthday, 21st birthday, if that makes any sense. So his friend's dad had already bought the tickets for all of us, and we were just paying him back. So none of us really knew what it was. and it was, you know, like, it was basically Cirque du Soleil, but like topless. Kind of weird. It was supposed to be some weird like sexual act. I don't really know, but it was super cool. Like, it was totally worth it because it was just really cool. But anyways, after that, like, it was awesome. Then it was time to go to the strip club. Like, as if we hadn't already seen enough boobs for one day, because like I said, it was like a whole sexual topless circus act that we had just seen. Well, like I said, it was my boyfriend's friend's birthday trip, so his dad wanted to take his son to the strip club, which, I mean, I guess I understand, kind of. So we were like, whatever, like, we're not gonna complain, we're in Vegas, like, I guess that's what you're supposed to do at Vegas, is go to a strip club, so we were like, here we go. Alright, so for me, a little backstory. I used to be low maintenance, go with the flow. I always thought that I'd be the type of girlfriend who's like really cool, like, oh yeah, I'd totally go to the strip club with my boyfriend and be like that cool girlfriend, you know? Yeah, that's not me. I'm not gonna get into this very much because my boyfriend, if he's watching this, he's gonna kill me. We already had so many conversations about it. But it turned out alright. It was a weird experience. I was telling my boyfriend, like, there's a reason you don't bring your girlfriend to a strip club with you. Like, I'm a very jealous girlfriend. But it was alright. It wasn't bad. It was actually kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. It was weird. It was definitely an experience that I've never had before. But the chicks were nice, dancing on stage. Like, they kept like talking to us a little bit and seemed friendly. Okay, but besides the strip club, pretty much all the rest that we did in Vegas was gamble, honestly. There was a casino right across from our hotel, so we spent most of our time in the casino gambling. And I gotta say, I really like blackjack, although I did not win any money. I am, in fact, $60 less than how I started, which isn't good. But hey, at least I didn't lose $300 like my boyfriend's friend did. And then, of course, we were in Las Vegas, so we went to see the Las Vegas Strip, which, if you don't know, that's kind of where all the famous Vegas buildings are. So, like, Caesar's Palace, the Bellagio, like, pretty much all these different casinos. New York, that's actually where we saw Cirque du Soleil at. And, like, if any of you are familiar with, you know, popular Vegas buildings, then we most likely went to see it. And my personal favorite place that we went to was called the Venetian, I think. It's basically a casino, but, like, the whole upper floor looks like you're in Venice. Like, it looks like you're outside. Like, fake buildings, fake sky, and it looks so realistic and so awesome. They even have like a full like river where you can like, what are they called? A gondola, I think? The little canoe things, you know, that someone like paddles you in. I don't know. They had those, and literally it was so cool. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna end the video here. I know that's kind of an abrupt ending, but I said I wasn't gonna ramble, and I'm rambling so much. So yes, that was my Vegas experience. It was a lot of fun, a lot of crazy, learned some things that trip, but all in all, it was a really good trip. And I guess I'm gonna end the video here because, like I said, rambling again, literally every single video I've ever made in my life. So give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, comment down below, and subscribe for more videos similar to this one, but hopefully less rambly. Alright, I will see you guys next week with another video. Bye!